or we collect information through ordinal scale, or we collect information through interval scale, or we may collect information through ratio scale. So, what are these scales? Say, for example, the first scale is a nominal scale. In nominal scale, information will be sought, and such information will be assigned numbers, and such numbers will be assigned in such a manner that we can't operate basic mathematical operation on such numbers. Say, if I ask you, what is your occupation? Somebody will tell, I am teacher. Somebody will say, I am student. Somebody will say, I am businessman, and so on and so on. So, now in case if we want to analyze these statements statistically, I will have to first convert these into numerical form. Means I will have to assign numbers. Say, for example, I have assigned one number for student, 2 for employees, and 3 for businessmen. So these numbers are assigned just to differentiate between different occupations. I have assigned 1, 2, and 3 for different occupations. But the question is here, we can't perform basic mathematical operation on such numbers. Basic mathematical operation means addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Means we can't say 3 minus 2 that is equal to 1. Say, for example, 3 is businessman, and 2 is employee, and 1 is student. We can't say 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. Means businessman minus employees will be equal to student. Or we can't say 1 plus 2 is equal to 3. Means student plus employee will be equal to businessman. So the data which is or the information on which such type of numbers are assigned, basic mathematical operation can't be performed. So while we use statistics in such data, advanced statistical tools or advanced statistical analysis can't be done of such kind of data. So here, in case if we want to find out average of such data, those who have statistical background, they can understand. In case if we want to find out the average of such data, then we can go for the use of mode only. Mode can be calculated. Means we can just see the frequencies, see how the things are occurring, how frequently the things are occurring. Means that very thing can be studied with the help of mode. And similarly, this data suffers from different limitations. This kind of numbers suffer from various limitations. Neither we know which one is greater and which one is smaller. Neither we can perform basic mathematical operation. So thereafter, one more technique is there which can be used to obtain information. In that scale is a slight improvement over this scale. That is ordinal scale, where we can see or we can judge the number, we can judge the qualitative statement in terms of their order, which is smaller, which is greater. So that we can find in case of ordinal scale. So in case of ordinal scale, either things will be arranged in ascending order or things will be arranged in descending order. So while we are arranging things in ascending order, then we are knowing that this is the smallest and the second one is larger than that, and the third one is larger than the second one, and the fourth one is larger than the third one. So in this, so this is done while we give ranking or rating of anything. जब हम किसी चीज की रैंकिंग करते हैं या रेटिंग करते हैं तब हम ऑर्डिनल स्केल को यूज करते हैं. तो ऑर्डिनल स्केल में ग्रेटर देन स्मॉलर देन मीन्स असेंडिंग या डिसेंडिंग ऑर्डर लिया जाता है. तो से फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ एनीवन इज आस्क्ड, इफ वी आर टू से, इफ वी आर टू असाइन रैंक्स to 10 students on the basis of their performance in the exam. So definitely we will assign number 1 for the most intelligent one, who has scored maximum marks, 2 for the second topper, 3 for the third one, 4 for the fourth one. So means 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10. So from such data we can come to know this is the largest value and this is the smallest. Now this value is greater than this. This value is smaller than this. But again, this scale also suffers from different limitations. That is, operation of basic performance of basic mathematical operation cannot be done here. Means we can only say that this is greater and this is smaller, but we can't perform basic mathematical operation on such data. So again, in case if we will have information by using ordinal scale, good or suitable method of analyzing data can't be used. Only selective methods can be used. Like in case if we want to find out average, so we can go for the use of median. And if we want to measure the variation, so then we can go for the use of quartile deviation or interquartile range. And similarly, in case if we want to see the shape of the distribution, so the shape can be judged by using skewness and kurtosis. So here we can only go for the use of skewness, and with the help of that, we will come to know about the shape of a distribution. So means these limitations again force the statistician and mathematician to develop some better or more powerful scale where we can go for the use of any suitable method of statistics for analyzing the data. So then another scale was developed, that is interval scale. Interval scale is designed in such a way, it is designed in such a manner where we can use all the mathematical operation on such data. Means the basic mathematical operation like addition, subtraction, multiplication and division can all be performed. If it is there, definitely we can go for the use of advanced and most suitable method of statistical analysis. The methods which should be used or which are most suitable for measuring average of anything, for measuring variation, for measuring symmetry, etc., or for measuring relationship, or for testing hypothesis. All such can be used. So, in the interval scale is designed in such a manner that the interval between two value will be the same. Whereas this was not possible in case of ordinal scale. In case of ordinal scale, we can only say this is the higher value and this is the smaller value. This is the larger value or this is the smaller value. But in case of interval scale, we can say this is the higher value and this is the smaller, as well as this much is the difference between these two values. This is the gap between the two values. So, this scale, on the analogy of this scale, Likert scales have been designed by different statisticians. So, in case of Likert scale, views of the person, the perception of the person, the interest or motive of the person, these are taken at 3-point scale, 5-point scale, 7-point scale, and so on. So generally 5-point Likert scale is used. Say, for example, in case if I wanted to know from you, it's very hot today. It's very hot today. And the choices which will be given to you is strongly agree, neutral, disagree, strongly disagree. Means at 5-point scale, you will have to give your agreement. So strongly agree means 5. Agree means 4. Neutral means 3. And disagree means 2. And strongly disagree means 1. So means this is 5-point Likert scale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So in this, so here, the interval into different scale will be the same. Say 4 to 5, there is an interval of 12. 3 to 4, there is an interval of 1. 2 to 3, there is again interval of 1. 1 to 2, again interval of 1. If this thing happens, so means use of all the statistical tools is possible. So here, so that's why while we go for the while we are studying any type of problem where human behavior is involved, where motivational factors are involved, where psychological factors are involved, under such circumstances, we should try to obtain information by using interval scale. And thereafter we can make analysis of the responses of all the persons by using suitable statistical methods. So for example, in case if you want to find out the average of anything, we can go for the use of arithmetic mean. In case if you want to measure variation, we can go for the use of standard deviation. If we want to measure skewness, we can go for the use of skewness given by calculations. If we want to measure relationship between two variables, we can go for the use of method given by calculation. So means the techniques which are very advanced, they all can be used. So that's why wherever it will be possible to get the information on interval scale, we should try to get such information on interval scale. We should not go for the use of either nominal scale or ordinal scale. Means sometimes in the capacity of researcher, questions are asked like this: do you like this? Option will be either yes or no. Either one will say yes or one will say no. No, it should not be. It means in case if any person is liking that thing 50% and 50% he doesn't like that, so he will be forced to respond either on yes or on why, since only two choices are there. So we should avoid such type of things. Here we should go for the use of interval scale. The answer should be, or the option should be at 5 points scale or 3 point scale. At 5 point scale means in case if one is responding at 5, it means he is agreeing on that fact 100%. If one is responding at 4, he agrees on that fact 75%. If 3, then 50%. If 2, then 25%. If 1, that means 0%. So one will have choice. One will have choice whether he or she agrees on that issue